What's good, yo? It's your boy, Mr. G, back at it with another movie review. We got Old Bagel over here.
Wow.
We got Craiglin, aka Mazz, over here with the. And we watched this. I know this is late, but this is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Damn, where to start? All right, so this is actually James Gunn's final Marvel movie, as well as the final Guardians of the Galaxy with these group of Guardians. So, Gamora, Drax, Peter Quill, Groot, Rocket, Nebula, Mantis. Like, this is I don't think, from what I gather, this will be a spoiler review, just so you guys know, because the movie has been out for at least over a month. But I think a good amount of these actors that we will not be seeing in the future, that for the rest of Guardians or Marvel, who knows? Because they could just throw them in the bag and be like, yeah, show up for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we start off with the Guardians. They are in their new home headquarters, right? And it's the nowhere. What was it? The Nowhere? Planet Nowhere?
Yeah, Planet Nowhere.
Planet Nowhere. It was like the big head, Celeste,
Titan head?
the Titan head that they went on before. They made it to their home base. They have a lot of people living there, and they're chilling. Next thing you know, Adam Warlock, played by this dude, fucking eyebrows dude from We're the Millers.
This dude.
What is it? Is it William Poulter? No, that's a different actor.
Yeah, chill, hold on. It might be. It's Will Poulter.
Oh, your boy's nice. Oh.
Yeah, the boy's nice.
Fucking eyebrows, motherfucker, bro. From We're the Millers. That was a funny movie with Jason Sudeikis. Go watch Ted Lasso. But he comes out of nowhere, attacks Rocket. Rocket's fucked up. The Guardians are fighting him, but now the whole point of the movie is to save Rocket. Right? He has any of the medical devices that they use on him doesn't work because he has like a kill switch in him. So they need to find the person that put that in him initially. So we get Rocket out of the movie for the most part. So he's like in and out of consciousness. We see his past. There's a very big Rocket Raccoon movie. And we find out that the bad guy of this movie is the High Evolutionary. Forget the actor that plays him, but the one show that I did see him in was in Peacemaker, and he was fantastic in that. He was a very good bad guy. He wants to create the ultimate race, right? Like the ultimate, That's essentially what he wanted to do, is create the ultimate race.
Perfect race.
The perfect race. Yeah. That could sustain everything, and he didn't care how he went about it. And that would be with cruel, very cruel and inhuman torture and like procedures that he would do on them, and then that's how you see how Rocket, came to be.
Yes.
Damn.
Turns out Rocket's made special, and he doesn't know how he did it, and he can't figure out how he replicates it.
True, and Rocket found out too. That's the whole thing too.
Yeah.
Rocket was smarter than him, that he found out how to break the code or whatever to create solve what he wanted. Yeah, his issue. The issue was with anger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like
he did like a rapid evolution on like different animals.
Yeah.
But then after they would evolve, they just go crazy.
Yeah. True. Facts are facts. But Rocket was able to do that. A young Rocket, mind you. And figure that out. But so we see that, and we see that this High Evolutionary is coming back, and he paid. He created the race that the
gold people.
The gold people. Damn, what are they? The Collective. The Collective. They were the bad guys in number 2, Guardians 2, right? That's how they come back into it, and they have Adam Warlock, who is like their ultimate champion. He's pretty much like space Superman, in a way, like his powers and stuff. In the comic, he plays a very big role in the whole Infinity Gauntlet with Thanos and stuff, but he didn't show up in this version right until now. But he's very different from how he was in the comic. He's very childish, and I think that was a purpose because I think we'll see him grow into the superhero that we know him as in the comic.
Yeah.
But he had some funny ass scenes.
Yes,
he had some funny ass scenes.
Phenomenal.
But damn, man, we did see this a while ago.
Yeah. So then they have to go to the Ravengers.
They go to the Ravengers. They get Gamora back, but this time, it is not the same Gamora. This is not the Gamora that fell in love with Peter Quill. Remember, that Gamora died in Infinity War because Thanos just threw her off and got the Soul Stone. Gamora's not the Gamora that we knew is not here.
Yeah.
God.
And they make that very clear throughout the movie.
Especially to Peter.
Especially to Peter, because he was like, I'm in love with you. And she's like, yeah.
Who are you?
The fuck? Get away from me.
Yeah.
Yo, it was funny, though, because one character that I really enjoyed in this movie was Nebula. She has changed so much from where she was. You know, from when we first saw her as Gamora's evil sister that, like, was cold-hearted.
Essentially a robot.
Yeah. Especially with everything that Thanos did to her. To what she becomes at the end of this. Someone that... Family? Man, Vin Diesel just gets these roles perfect for him. You know, family, bro. But no, she becomes like a mother. Like, she helped Peter through his depression. Was holding this whole crew, the Guardians, together, right? So it was definitely a great change. But it was the scene that I liked a lot was when Peter was talking about how much he loved Gamora and all the things that she did, and then she's like, "It sounds like you talk about her," and she points at Nebula, and then Peter's looking at her like,
"Gross." You like her, my sister.
No, but then he's like, "No," he was like, "You have beautiful black eyes."
Oh yeah.
And then she's like, "What are you talking about? My father took out my eyes. They're just robotic eyes." He's like, "Well, he picked a nice shade of black, you know, like." So that was funny. Like, the comedy in this movie was great. Drax, Mantis, they had a lot. Like, they've been having comedic. Like, they were paired together since number 2, so that was always like them two together. So it was nice seeing them. Like, Drax is always like, "Hey, let's go on this bike and go over there," and then Mantis is like, "We shouldn't do that," but he's like, "No, it's okay," and she does it anyway. So that's always funny. But we also see Mantis's growth, because at the end, which one thing I did not know, because I didn't watch the Christmas special.
I didn't either.
You find out that Mantis and Peter are actually brother and sister.
That's where that's from.
I thought we knew that already. Because in the
second
one, they talk about how she's the she's one of the children of
Ego, yeah. Mm-hmm. Kurt Russell, right?
Yeah, Kurt Russell.
So that would make sense, because Ego is the father of Star-Lord, Peter Quill.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, they made the whole Christmas special. They made that like a thing, like officially. And at the end of it, you see that she's able to empathize and control the big beasts, right? They were able to absorb power. They were shown in the beginning of Volume 2, when you first see are introduced all the characters again. They're fighting that beast. That the collective...
Yes.
The one that Drax jumps into at the
beginning
of the movie.
Exactly. That's it.
Idiot.
And the collective were the ones that hired them to attack that beast.
Wow.
Yeah. But, so it's all connected. That's why James Gunn was like... I know having Gamora die was not his idea. He did not want that to happen.
For sure.
You know, and that, like, put a whole wrench... That's why they were like, nah, they gotta bring Gamora back somehow, because... his whole story with the trilogy. But yeah, we just get a lot of scenes of them just like, you could tell that this is the finality, right? And you could tell they were having fun with it, but I don't know, I don't know where I'm going with this one.
There was a lot more seriousness. It wasn't all fun.
Yeah.
I think James Gunn doing all three shows a very positive performance of what a director can do when they're given the opportunity to do a whole series.
Yeah, given that liberty to.
Yeah.
And also he wrote it as well.
Yeah, but also just be able to follow through with your work.
The continuity, it helps a lot.
The
instead
character
of hiring somebody else to do
the
next movie.
Yeah, because like Mazz just said, the character development, it stayed like you see the growth with each character because of him staying on. If they had a different director, they would have been like, "Oh, what was his character development in this one? Oh, forget it. We're gonna have him do something else." You know, like Rian Johnson and Star Wars.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. They should have just had J.J. Abrams do all three of them and just let it be.
Or have Rian Johnson do all three if that's the road you were going to go down.
Agreed, but I mean, J.J. was first one.
Of course, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
if you weren't going to have him do all three, then don't have him do the first one.
Agreed. But you could really see, like, this is one of the better Marvel movies I felt in a while.
Yeah.
Way better than the second.
Good villain.
Good villain. The High Evolutionary, I hated him.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not. Honestly, I think I hated him more than Thanos.
Oh,
yeah.
Right?
Thanos had a reason behind his madness.
This dude just...
He wanted the world to prosper. This guy wanted to be the reason it prospered.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be God.
Thanos ran away after he solved the problem that he thought there was.
True.
He didn't stay for glory while the High Evolutionary was never satisfied and was only destroying in the end.
Mm-hmm. But for a second when they ripped off his face,
oh yeah,
I thought he was Red Skull.
That would have been wild.
I thought he was because like he had like you just saw the flesh and everything. Yeah. And I really thought I was like, oh, the Red Skull's back.
Been crazy.
And I was like, that was not the case.
Nah.
But so like what I want to say, like 3/4 into the movie, we get Rocket back. They save him. They thought he died. Peter was distraught because he lost Gamora. Doesn't want to lose Rocket. But we get
best friend.
Yeah, that's his best friend. Second.
they
had a gag throughout the movie where Drax was like, "Your second best friend."
Yeah.
I'm number one.
Yeah. Very funny.
Bautista was fantastic, bro. Like, oh man, I'm gonna miss him being Drax because we know for a fact he is not coming back.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's done with the 6 hour a day's just putting on the makeup.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Hey, more reason for him to join the Fast and Furious.
Hey, bring him on Fast and Furious. Yeah. Yo, get him on to DC, baby. Let's go, James Gunn. Shit, you already know. But we did get a really cool hallway scene in this movie with all the Guardians versus High Evolutionaries minions or whatever. And like just the way that they were moving, they were fighting together, it was so cool seeing them. They were all fluid. It was perfect. Like compared to where the first movie, they weren't as fluid. They were like hitting into each other, like fucking up when they were fighting. And this one, they were on it.
Yeah.
We see Groot's growth. Groot was awesome.
Groot with his new
form
body,
and everything.
Yeah.
New buff Groot. Like he had the multiple arms. He was hiding guns inside of him. Like he was badass.
Yeah.
A lot of emotional beats with Rocket. We find out Rocket's actually a raccoon. Spoilers. He needed to know that for himself. He never believed.
Yeah.
And yeah, like at the end of the day, they beat the bad guy, and we get Nebula taking all these orphans because he had more kids that he was testing on, right? That he was creating. He took those kids. The Guardians take those kids. Nebula, Drax, end up I guess becoming the parents to these kids.
Yeah,
I forgot who said it. Someone even said how Drax was meant to be a father.
Well,
and that was very.
Yeah, I think was it Peter? No, it was Mantis.
Yeah,
it was Mantis because the whole thing with Drax. Remember in the first movie, Drax wanted to kill Thanos or anyone that's related to him because his family was killed.
Yeah.
So now we get to see that full circle. He finally gets to not just be a father to one kid; he's a father to all these kids. And he was a big reason why they were able to work with them because he spoke their language. And you find out that language in an interview was the language that his kids used to talk to him. Like little kid language. And that's why he was able to talk to them and understood what they were saying.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Mantis goes off on her own. She wants to find out who she is.
Yeah, she's always been working for other people.
Yeah. Gamora goes back to the Ravagers because even though there was a little bit of spark between her and Peter, you saw that there was a little, some, but she's like, nope, that's not for me. That was a different person. I gotta do me. She goes back to the Ravagers. It's fun seeing Sylvester Stallone in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Because he was in the second one, but he is a Ravager in this one as well. And also Michael Rosenbaum. If you do not know who Michael Rosenbaum is, he was Lex Luthor in Smallville. And he also has a podcast called Inside You. Definitely gotta check that out. But Miley Cyrus is also in it too.
Who?
Miley Cyrus.
Oh, yeah?
The robotic woman voice, that's Miley Cyrus.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So, so you see that, and then you see Peter leave. Peter leaves the Guardians, and he goes back to Earth to see his grandfather that he left.
Who somehow recognizes him.
Yeah, who's not dead.
Who's not dead and recognizes a child who was 10, who is now 40.
Yeah. So, that was cool. And then we see the new formation at the end. We see the new formation of the Guardians. Because Peter leaves the Guardians' leadership to Rocket. He passes it on to him. Rocket's now officially the captain of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And we have him, Groot in this crazy colossal form.
That's so cool.
Huge. I want to see that.
Yes.
Kraglin, Cosmo the dog, which I did not know was that powerful.
Yeah.
Who else do we got? Oh, Adam Warlock joins.
Yes.
Because his mom got killed because of the High Evolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
So he joins and saves them. And we get one of the girls that was one of the orphans.
Mm-hmm.
You find out, I don't know her name in the comics, but in the comics she becomes a powerful entity, like cosmic entity in the future.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
So she's not a nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you that are into the Marvel comics, I'm not well versed in Guardians. You guys probably know who she is.
Leave it in the comments.
Yes, please let us know. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie, and they did say Star-Lord will be back, but I know for a fact Nebula, Drax, and Gamora are pretty much done, and I think Mantis are pretty much done with the series.
That makes sense.
So
I don't even know if I want to see a solo Star-Lord, though.
Oh, no. You know what? So I think that the next time we'll see Star-Lord is actually with the X-Men.
That would be
when
cool.
they introduce it.
I'm okay with that.
Because Star-Lord becomes very intertwined with the X-Men with Kitty Pryde.
Okay.
I think they get married at one point.
Wow.
So yeah, because Kitty Pryde's going to the Guardians, joining them for a while. So we'll see what they do, because they definitely want to keep Chris Pratt.
Money maker.
Yeah. They it's a
Printed money.
Yeah, like they
It's
want
a
to
money.
keep it's a money. They just want more money, and we understand that.
Good actor still.
He is. I really enjoyed him in this movie. Like I said, this was honestly like the best performance out of all the cast, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm a little saddened that we won't get this dude that played the High Evolutionary more.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was a fantastic bad guy.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, James Gunn's last movie, going to DC, baby. Better. The dawn of DC is about to start. I know he's writing Superman Legacy. I'm excited for that, because that man knows his comics, man. Like, for real. Like, I'm very excited, because I did not care about Guardians of the Galaxy until the first one, when they came out all those years ago.
Yeah.
And I was
Agreed.
And I was like, damn, that shit was well done through and through. And this man just keeps getting better and better,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see what he does with the DC universe, because that's more near and dear to my heart, as you could tell. But yeah, what would you guys
rate
it? Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Okay.
I think I'd give it an 8.5. It's one of the few Marvel movies that actually kind of tugged on my heartstrings a little bit.
Yeah.
Might also be because I'm an animal person.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
For sure.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
sad.
No, it was. I'd have to. I think I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Like Matt said, animal person. That shit, I was tearing up a bit. Everyone's performance It was very well paced.
Great soundtrack as usual.
Soundtrack
Oh,
was
yeah.
awesome.
It's crazy how well they are at making a soundtrack.
Yeah, for real. Like James Gunn, keep making mixtapes, please.
Yeah.
Like,
For real, whoever you're hiring,
Yeah, like, you
put
just-
them out. Go on Spotify.
Shit, but I really enjoyed the movie. Honestly, one was one of my favorite Marvel movies, and I think I'll have to rewatch it one more time. But I think this one is definitely on par. It's like up there for me.
I think what makes it better is actually having a good villain.
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Because the bad guy in the first one,
Terrible.
Ronan.
Ronan,
yeah.
yeah.
That's who killed Drax's family, I believe.
That's who they changed it to. Yes.
Yeah.
That's because in the comics it's actually Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but yeah, thank you guys for everything. Please drop a follow, drop a sub, drop a comment.
Yes.
Let us know. What you guys think. What you guys think of the movie. Who's your favorite character in the movie, and where do you think the Guardians are gonna go next? Do you think we're gonna get a Guardians 4? Who's gonna direct the next Guardians since James Gunn's no longer here? And who is excited for DC under James Gunn? Because I am very excited. So
Also, check out his Twitch. You
Oh.
never know. He might be on right now.
who?
You.
Oh shit! Yeah, check out my Twitch. We're at twitch.tv/Mr_G. You already know, and also please drop a follow on my podcast, 1P podcast called Straw Has It Down. We're on episode 67 this week, or whenever I recorded this 67. But yeah, thank you guys for everything. Y'all have a great night. Peace.